Hey there, Richard Matharoo here. If you're a business owner and you want to get the most out of your day, so maybe you procrastinate or you just feel like there's another level of focus that you could get and clarity, let me share some tips that work with many business owners that I've worked with. So far, over 1 million in extra sales created. These tips are part of that reason. I'll be right back to teach you these productivity tips. Okay, welcome back. So productivity is key. Same 24 hours in everybody's day. I know some people have worse situations than others. I'm not discounting that, but I'm saying that as a business owner, what you want to look at is solutions over problems. Let's look at how we can make you the most productive. And here's some tips to help you with that. So first and foremost, you want to begin with the end in mind. What's your ultimate goal in your business? You can't hit a target that's not there. I see so many people when I used to do coaching with business owners. I'm like, okay, so why are you running this business? What is the point of it? And they're like, I'm not really sure. I kind of fell into it. I'm like, oh my goodness. How on earth have you got any purpose or direction? Or how on earth do you know what you're doing? Like, if you were an athlete, you would have a certain distance or time in mind that you wanted to achieve, right? I want to run the 100 meters in this time. That would then allow you to work backwards and plan out your training, plan out your nutrition. Maybe you need to lose a little bit of body fat to be lighter, to travel faster. Maybe you need to get more strength in your legs. That's where your weakness is. So let's strengthen the legs. Maybe it's the start. Maybe it's the dip at the finish. You could start to look at where you are and where you want to be and look at what needs to happen to bridge that gap. So start with the end in mind. What is the next big goal in your business? What are you really shooting for? Something that's going to take you at least a year. And then let's look at that goal and start to work backwards for a game plan. I highly recommend doing a few things. Take that big goal and break it into a quarterly review. So you want to take that goal and you want to be 25% of the way there 3 months from now, another 25, and then 100% at the end of that 12-month period. Every 3 months, I would book some kind of break. Have something to look forward to, something you're going to reward yourself with, take stock and review. So we have this 1 year big goal 12 months from now. Every 3 months, we're going to review this goal and we have these 3-month goals that have broken it down into more attainable, achievable pieces of the pie. And now you've also got you need a way to bake the pie, right? So what I want you to do now is look at those quarterly goals that we've now set or whenever you do this. And I want you to look at what needs to happen to make that a reality. If you say you want to make, 100 sales of your product in the next 3 months, well, how is that going to happen? Right now, where do you get most of your custom from? What is eating most of your time? What is working right now if you're using, say, social media to promote? I had someone today email me saying, I've had some wins, I've had some losses with my content. Would you give me some advice? I'm like, yeah, if you've had some wins, what is different between the wins and the losses? Like, so many people don't review what they're doing. I had loads of shares or I had loads of people buy from me. Why? Did you ask them? Reach out. Hey, why did you buy this product? Hey, why did you like this post? I'm just curious. Learn. Hey, I'm just curious. Why did you not buy from me? Start to find out and then look at the engagement rates, look at the productivity, look at the profits that have come from different actions and start to do more of what's working and less of what's not, as opposed to like licking your finger and going, some of it's working, some of it's not. I'm not quite sure which is which. You need to know. You need to know and focus your attentions on what is working. That's going to make you more productive, right? Focusing on what is working. Also, what you need to do is you need to plan tomorrow today. This is a big deal, okay? Every single evening, I know what I'm going to be doing the next 24 hours. Do this before you go to bed, do this before you leave the office, whatever works for you, but definitely do this. You should understand 3 to 5 clear objectives that are must achieved for the next 24 hours. So don't be stupid about it and don't be like, oh, I need to ring 1,000 people. I need to, don't make it so out of far that in the first hour you're like, and you're demoralized. But set a realistic, but a goal that will stretch you. 3 to 5 activities, depending how big they are, that you need to get accomplished the next day, that you can do in the times you've got available. And then what can you do? You can take a game plan of the next 24 hours and you can say, okay, I've got to do, let's say, for example, to achieve your goals tomorrow, you need to make 20 sales calls. You wanted to write an email to your current, send an offer out to your current subscribers, and you wanted to update the presentation that you show your people, right? Something like that. So those 3 things, what could you do now? Tomorrow you can say, okay, so I got these 3 tasks. The presentation is going to take me an hour and a half. The offer email is only going to take me 20 minutes. And then what was the first one? The sales calls is probably going to take me 2 hours. So you can look at your day and you can say, okay, between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., a little bit early to call people maybe, so I'll do the presentation then. Okay, when I take a lunch break, I can definitely write the email then. And then I've got all evening between whatever time to then make those sales calls, maybe starting about 4 or 5 o'clock when people are getting back from work, something like that. So now you have, think about it, you have this main goal, you have these quarterly targets that are going to point you towards and achieving that goal, and you now on a day-by-day basis, you are looking at the activities to make this goal a reality. You can see what needs to be done, you're aware for the next day, you can be active as opposed to reactive, and it's going to make you a whole lot more productive, because when 8 a.m. comes around, you know, my friend, that if you are not there writing that new presentation, you are cheating yourself. You agreed it with yourself yesterday while your thinking was good, while it was clear, while you were focused. So don't fall off the wagon straight away. You can have that accountability. It's literally by laying out and dating and timing what it is you're going to do and when you're going to do it. It sounds simple, it's stupidly simple, but it's stupidly effective. If you want to be more productive, you need to know what you're aiming for. You need to know how you can break that down over this next 12 months. On a day-by-day basis, you need to have a plan of action that is solid, that you agree on with yourself, and that can hold you accountable, so that the habits that you adopt, as opposed to the emotions when you get doubts, the habits that you adopt are going to see you through. The last thing you want to do is be reactive every single day, like, what do I want to do now? You get an email, oh, I'll deal with that. And a Facebook post, oh, I'll do that. You never get anywhere. And then what often happens when you do things like that is you allow your emotions to steer your business. Maybe this won't work. Maybe this would work. Maybe I should go on Instagram. Maybe I should do Facebook. Maybe I should do video. And you're all over the place. If you look to that ultimate goal and you broke it down, and now you're on day-by-day basis, you would know, okay, to achieve this goal, I should start a YouTube channel. Or I can see my YouTube videos are working better than anything else, I'm going to do 3 of those a week. You would know that. You wouldn't have to be reactive to it. And whatever other tactics it is that you're working on. So, want to be productive, give this, implement this into your business. I always share things that are working in the field. We've generated over £1 million worth of sales by gaining new customers using smart marketing and strategies like this for business owners all around the world. This is a small part of that. If you want to see more of that, if you would like to go above and beyond just productivity, look at lead generation, look at sales strategies, then you're welcome to go to getcustomersmedia.com/webinar. If it's still available, it will be free. It will be a decent training there that dives into those areas and allows you to market much more effectively whatever business it is that you are building. Go create a day in life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll speak to you soon.